So this is part two of the news, and we're going to talk about celeb news. All right. So the first one, it's about Chadwick Boseman funeral. So first of all, I'd like to present once again, my condolences to all his loved ones, his family, and his wife. We've really lost someone that is great, that inspired us, that was part of our Black history and inspired our children and just gave us hope, especially in our hardest time ever. He really was a good guy in general. He was really inspirational and he was a visionary, and most of all, what I will definitely remember from him is like he was really selfless. He was selfless because although he was sick, he was really doing all this movie for us. He really entertained us. He really educated us, and he put himself last because it definitely wasn't easy to be fighting through cancer for the last 4 years and at the same time having the energy to film. And it is it will be greatly missed. His loss was it really really touched a lot of people, including myself. And Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda forever, Wakanda for life. Rest in peace, brother. Rest in power. Okay, and we see you soon. Okay, so he died on the 28th of August at 43 years old. He was battling colon cancer for 4 years, and finally yesterday in Malibu, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was a family home, but in Malibu and by the sea, they decided to do him a funeral. A lot of his friends attended. That was yesterday, and people who attended, including the cast of the Black Panther movie, Michael B. Jordan, Lupita Nyong'o. Of course, his wife was there, and also his mother. So he had they're saying that they cremated him and they had his ashes there. They were going to be scattered in the ocean. So that just show you guys that this life is not what it seems to be. We're really here temporary, and when we die we go back to ashes. So we really have to prepare our afterlife now, because all this is just very c'est très éphémère. It really doesn't last long. You know what I mean? So I thought the ceremony, I didn't watch from the picture that I saw, it was a beautiful ceremony. It was very spiritual, and people were really, seems to be really there for him. And it's just terrible, it's just terrible what happened. But let's just move on before I start crying, y'all. Okay, that's what happened. We're still waiting. It's too soon, but we are just wondering what is going to happen with the Black Panther franchise. I know some people feel like it should be cancelled altogether in his memory because he did such a fantastic job, but others are feeling like we should carry on because that's part of his legacy. So we see what happens within the next few months. So right now we just want to grieve, and then just remember the great person that he was. Okay, so the next story will be about Joe Budden against Tyree. So Joe Budden and Tyree Jose at some point were in a relationship, and we discovered who they were and what they were about when they got on Love and Hip Hop New York. So we had a glimpse of how dysfunctional their relationship was. Very toxic. They would fight a lot, physical fight as well as verbal fights. Now, since then they're broken up and they've gone on to do different things. If you don't know who Joe Budden is, he used to be a rapper back in the day. One of his hits was like Pump It Up. I used to love that song. Go, 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 pump it up. Pump it up. That was one of his hits. And then he has some issues with like substance abuse, like drugs, and he's pretty open about himself, and we saw some of it on the show as well. But since then he moved on, he got his life together. He really has a podcast. I think it's called State of Mind. that he was doing on Spotify, but now he's no longer on it because they wouldn't pay him the money that he was asking for. So he's looking for better platform, I guess. So Tyree is be here and there in and about. She recently came back for the 10-year edition of Love and Hip Hop New York. And now she recently was as well on Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition with Vado. So Tyree, I guess, was giving an interview about the whole abusive relationship, and she said that Joe Biden broke her nose whilst they were in the relationship. So since then, he came out and he spoke about it, and he corrected what she said by saying that it was another dude that broke her nose. He never broke her nose, and they were both abusive to each other. They used to fight each other. It wasn't just him abusing her, whether it was mentally or verbally or physically. So we're not sure what I meant. Did she really mean that Joe Biden broke her nose after another dude broke her nose in the relationship? Because we know it was another dude that broke her nose, but we don't know whether she meant if Joe Biden also broke her nose for the second time once they were together. That we don't know. Is that what she meant? We don't know. But it came out clearly and defending itself. And because of the whole situation that if he was really your abuser, I don't think you really want to be next to him or flirt to him or talk to him or be his friend, which were all of the things that she was doing above when she was in the latest season of Love and Hip Hop New York, kind of like flirting with him and upsetting Sin Santana, which was his fiancée at the time. So that's why I find her story kind of hard to believe, because I know if someone beat me up or whoop the hell out of me, I don't want him ever in my space like that. It doesn't matter the amount of check that someone is going to give me or the amount of money. Like, it would just be like over forever at all fronts. You know what I mean? So anyway, see what happened with that story, but he made it very clear she hasn't come back and said anything about it yet. So we're gonna see what happened with that. So keep on the matter with Joe Biden. Joe Biden also got in another corrective argument with Charlemagne the God. So Charlemagne the God, who works on the Breakfast Club, says something slick about Joe Biden, that if Joe Biden was off the Spotify platform, it was because he couldn't negotiate a good contract for himself. And I'm like, how ignorant is that, Charlemagne the God? If you don't know anything about any situation, why don't you just keep your mouth quiet? Sometimes if you don't have anything intelligent to say, it's best not to say nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Cricket, silence. Like, just keep it zipped up and move along. It will save you a whole lot of drama. But once again, we see the ignorance of Charlemagne the God. So Joe Biden had to come and correct him and say they are not on the same level. Basically, he knows what he's doing. That's his company. That's his brand. He's been negotiating the best deal for all of that. And before Charlemagne the God says something about him, he should probably know what it means to own his own company, to own things, not just work for people, going from one network to another, but you actually have to own it. So pretty much you put him in his place, which I agree with him. I mean, he was absolutely right, because if you don't know the in and out of a story, of a deal, of a negotiation, you should speak on it. Like, stay clear on it unless you have receipt and facts. You know what I mean? Okay, let's move on to the next story. I spent too much time on that now. So, on better news, we have USHER is expecting a baby with his new girlfriend. So, the girl is called Jennifer Goikochea. So, I find out that she works as a vice president for A&R at Epic Records. So she is within the music industry, and they've been dating since last October. And she's 36 years old. Her mom is Italian, is her dad, and her dad is Puerto Rican. So that's Asha's boo right now. My boo. Not my boo, that's Asha's boo right now, okay? They seem to be happy about it. They made a happy announcement. Congratulations to them. Children are always a blessing, okay? So, a bit of Asha history. So, Asha, that would be are they engaged? I don't think they're engaged, right? They're just a girlfriend. So we don't know if he's gonna marry this one or not. But we know he's been married twice before. His first marriage was with Tamika Foster. He was married from 2007 2009, and he has two sons with her. So that would make his third child. And he had a second marriage with Grace Harry, lasted from 2015 to 2018, and they didn't have any children together. So, hey, go figure. I think this one, for the first time, she's younger than Usher. She's 36 years old. How old is Usher, y'all? I think he's older than that. Yeah, definitely. Because the last two were older than him. So, that's interesting. Maybe it's changing his, you know, it's changing what he likes or what he used to like. His type. You know what I say? If you ain't worked before, you can't do the same crazy things and expect different results. So you gotta change a few things, alright? Anyway, all the best to them. Alright? So another happy news is Niecy Nash got married to Jessica Betts. If you don't know who Niecy Nash is, she's an American actress, comedian, producer, all that good stuff. I've seen her in other movies, but me, I started to remember who she was when I watched her on Klaus, the TV show Klaus, brilliant TV show. I can't wait for it to come back. Is it coming back, y'all? I love that TV show. So she was the star on Klaus, and they're saying that's where she met her now wife. Is it wife or husband? I don't know what people say nowadays. That where she met Jessica Betts for the first time. She appeared on one of the shows back in 2018. She was playing an artist on it when she was getting married in the show to that Asian doctor, on the show. So she even had a post about it that she made on her Instagram. So, hey, today they're married. So Niecy Nash as well is a 2 times divorcee. She's 50 years old, and Jessica Betts is 48 years old. We established that she is a musician. Niecy Nash has 3 children with her ex-husband, Don Nash, whom she was married from 1994 to 2007. After him, she got married to someone else called Jay Tucker from 2011 to 2020. Okay, that's her history. And then I guess she met this one and then got married on the not long ago, a few days ago actually, last week. Is it the 29th or the 31st of August? Anyway, end of August, that's when they got married and they made it public on Instagram. Congratulations to y'all. All the best. Okay. While we talk about wedding, another wedding as well. Marcus Houston got married to Maya Dickey. 39 versus 19. Marcus Houston is 39 years old, y'all, and she's 19 years old. This is what we're doing now. Really? Really, Marcus? Really? It's like you could have had a child that was 19. This girl could be your daughter. He's saying they met. Eventually, they met when she was 15, I think. But they didn't start to go out till she was 18. How convenient when she turned legal of age, right? Okay. And he met her through Chris Stokes. I think that's his cousin. And Chris Stokes considers her his daughter, but she's not. And she's a runaway. She's been running away from her own family since she was 15. So there's more to it than that story. Very weird, especially when we know that Chris Stokes has been allegedly accused several times of raping his cousins and sexually assaulting his cousins. That includes him, Marcus Houston, and Raz B. Raz B that used to be in one of the members of B2K. So go figure. I don't know. And Marcus Houston is also the cousin of J Bug. Also used to be in B2K. He never said anything about sexual abuse, but Raz B did. We all seen the video of the meltdowns where he was talking about it, and apparently it's one of the reasons why the group split up. Like he left the group, and so the drama when he came back and they tried to do the Million tour, and at some point he just couldn't take it, and the tour almost got cancelled, and they got him back on track. So I don't know. This situation seems very strange to me. It's like another R. Kelly walking out there. Speaking of your boy R. Kelly, it was as well Apparently, he was dropped in prison recently. Not recently, but about 2 weeks ago. And to protect him, it was his cellmate that actually tried to fight him and jump him. So nothing really happened to him physically, because the guards were able to protect him on time. So nothing internally or externally. His lawyers have been trying to get him out for a minute now, using the COVID-19 as using the pandemic as one of the excuses, allegedly. So we haven't heard from the man yet, because they put R. Kelly in solitary confinement. They haven't been able to speak to him since. They haven't been able to prepare even his defense since, because he's due back in court, I believe, sometime in September in Brooklyn for another case of racketeering and child pornography. You know how we do. So I mean, not like I care, because all these girls that are actually raped and went through, all these little girls, right? So I mean, allegedly, I don't know if I should say alleged. I'll just say allegedly to protect myself, but it's out there. So you know what I mean. So hey, this is what happened to your boy. I'll put all the links below if you want to read the story in details of these people to see what happened. So the last story that we want to talk about is your girl Serena Williams. Yay! She's actually playing right now. Not right now, but she's going for the tournament for the US Open. And she's through to the third round, y'all. So after this round, it'll be the quarterfinal. So let's find out who she plays next. Okay, she's still chasing her 24 Grand Slam title in order to beat the record. She already passed the Graf record, but I think she's looking to beat one more person in front of her, which I think is Maria. I think she's called Maria Court. Don't quote me on it, just go do some research. I didn't write her name down. But she's through, and next time she'll be playing M. Sakari. And that will be, I believe, tomorrow. Time to be determined. So support your girl, y'all. She's doing it for black women, y'all. Black magic. All right, so this is it for today, and thank you again for watching this video. I hope this video is not super long. I've been rambling for a long time, so don't forget to subscribe, like, also share this video. Don't forget to comment, and then hit that bell too, so you know what's up. You can find me on Instagram at the baby girl. Once again, thank you, my turtles. I love you guys, and then welcome, Akwaba, Karibu, bienvenue, and goodbye. Till next time.